I'd like to welcome you all to the webinar New Jersey 211, Empowering Connections. This is an overview, looking at the website and a provider tutorial because, well, you'll get the news from them. I am Debbie Duncan. I am the Director of Education Services at the New Jersey Center for Nonprofits. I work with workshops and webinars like this one, as well as the help desk and identifying resources and referrals. We are a state association for 501c3 charitable nonprofits in New Jersey. We do three primary things. We advocate. We promote the interests of nonprofits and the sector to our legislators and the policymakers. We educate them, and then we educate the nonprofits about issues that are on the docket. And we do some research, such as our annual survey that was released a couple months ago. So please go to our website and check on that. One of our major purposes is education, professional training. We have workshops and webinars, the help desk that I referred to before, where you can just email us and we'll get back to you on all kinds of different issues and questions you may have. We don't always have the answers, but we'll get you to the right people who do. We have some publications, and then our big event in the first Wednesday in December is our annual New Jersey Nonprofit Conference. You will be getting a note. If you're on our email list, you'll get a notification about that as time goes on. We are also a membership organization. Our members get priority help desk access. We have some private networking events like our Member Mondays calls every other Monday. You get free job postings and other cost-saving benefits, including on anything that we charge for, webinars, the conference, etc. You usually get a 30% discount. But we are here for everybody. We are also a member of the National Council of Nonprofits. There are state associations all over the United States, as you can see on this map. So wherever you are, there's going to be a state association that you can go to get information that's specific to your state. There are, well, not quite every single state, but we have, I think, 43 organizations now. So today we're going to be talking about New Jersey 211. New T11 has been in place for over 20 years, and probably closer to more like 25. And then, but still, I find people don't know what it is. So we want to make sure that y'all know what it is, and that we make sure that we get the organizations that need to be on this major resource list for everybody in New Jersey is listed with the 211 database. I'm going to introduce Dana Catapano. She's the communications manager, and Dennis Lopez, who is the database manager. And they're going to continue with the program today and introduce you to New Jersey 211.
Hi there, everybody. My name is Dana Catapano. As Debbie mentioned, I'm the communications manager here at NJ211. Let me share my screen for you. I'm gonna get some started. Awesome. Here at NJ211, we're an information and referral agency. We connect New Jersey residents to resources for things like basic health and human needs. These are going to be things like food, shelter, housing, childcare, transportation, mental health resources, some physical health resources. We also do utility assistance, things like rental assistance. We're written into the disaster plan for the state. So there's a lot of different areas that we do cover. I just want to give a brief overview of NJ211. Then I want to talk a little bit about the 211 service. And then I'm going to go over our new website, and I will pass it to my colleague, Dennis, once we get through some of the website, so he can talk about the searches and the service provider portal, which is really important for all of the agencies that are either in our database or would like to be listed in our database. So Debbie mentioned we've been around for a long time. NJ211 is a nonprofit organization that is statewide. We service all residents of New Jersey from the north, south, west, east, everybody. We're free, multilingual, confidential, and available 24/7, 365. We're available via text, chat, email. People can call us at any time. They can also go to the website and do self-search. Advocates can visit the website and search for others as well. We were established in 2002 by the United Ways of New Jersey, but we reached statewide coverage in 2005. In 2023, we had over 1.3 million contacts. We're nationally accredited with Inform USA. So we provide they provide best practices and standards. So some of the things involve our actual contact center interactions. So CRS when they're on the phone. Some of them are the way that we keep our documents, and then some are actually the database, how it's configured and structured. So we are accredited, and we have been accredited since 2015. This is our vision and our mission. Just something we like to share with everybody. We want all people in New Jersey to have basic essentials to lead a healthy, safe, and fulfilling life. And our mission is to be the critical connection between individuals and families who are seeking health and human services and the community referrals best able to meet their needs. Recently, there was a study done by the Department of Children and Families and 21 Human Advisory Board counties members, and they found that one of the biggest issues was lack of awareness of services. People didn't know that there were services out there for them. So we're really trying to be that central hub where people can come and look for resources. Typically, if you're in need of something like utility assistance, you may also need childcare assistance. You may also need temporary food, or you're just looking for other resources that might help you in your time of need. So it's good for there to be a one-stop shop, that we like to say. These are our core values. We strive to be compassionate, accountable, reliable, ethical, and we want service excellence when we are connecting with residents throughout New Jersey. The 211 service, this is our bread and butter. The 3-digit dialing code 211, you can pick up your phone right now and dial 211, and you will get connected to a live person who can assist you with resources. We provide the live assistance through those various ways with a trained resource specialist. We have an online searchable resource database that has over 6,300 government and community-based programs. We have a website that they can not only find resources through the search, but they also have informational pages which might talk about the ways you go about applying for something or providing a little bit more detail for those that are interested. And then something new that we've been providing on our website are data dashboards. So we do have some reports that we put together, and we have data dashboards that are available to the public. I'll show you some of those when we walk through the website as well. This is the live assistance I was talking about. These are the ways that people can connect with us. They can simply dial, text, live chat, email us, or visit our website for more information or to search. Online assistance, this is our website. These are just a couple of things that I mentioned. We are Inform USA accredited. We have government and nonprofit programs, over 6,300 programs that are updated annually. So we have real people that verify the information is accurate on an annual basis. And our website translates into over 150 languages. So I'm going to open up our site, and I'm going to do a little walkthrough. We recently redid our website in February, and we really tried to focus on having it not only user-friendly on a desktop, but user-friendly on a mobile device. We found that about 50% of people were coming to our site through their mobile devices, which makes a lot of sense. So we wanted to make sure that we focused on that as well. When you come to our homepage, just by typing in nj211.org, you're going to come in and you may see a banner. This banner is an alert banner. Right now we have code blue. Even though it's April 25th, we do have a code blue. So to make sure that people can get to that site a little bit more efficiently and faster, we have a banner up there. There might be a banner up there in yellow that might talk about something else that's coming up. Maybe there's a new rental assistance program and we want people to get to the site and get to that page to apply quickly. Maybe there's a water main break and a county said, hey, could you post it so people don't use the water? So those are our emergency banners that you may see when you come to the site. If you don't want to visit the emergency banner, we can click out of it and it's gone for your session, which is really helpful if it's not something that pertains to you. When you get to the site, top things to do, select your language. If you want something other than English, you can choose from here, and to put in your zip code. A lot of our resources are based on coverage area of where you're located. So we want to make sure that you're getting the resources that are most appropriate for you or for your clients. So you want to put in an accurate zip code, either where you're looking for yourself, or if it's the client's zip code, that's fine too. It's very simple to change it. Just click it, put in the new zip code. These are the ways you can contact us. So if you are on a mobile device, if you click phone, it's going to call. If you click text, it's going to open a text, email, if you have your email set up that way, and then chat will take you to our chat page where you just provide some basic information and you start a chat with a live agent. These in the main navigator are more important sites. They provide information about our team, our mission and values, our products and services. This is an important area, our impact. You can find our annual reports here. This is the data dashboard that I wanted to make sure everybody took a look at. This is a public data dashboard that provides information with client needs, demographics, referrals that are given out, and anyone can go to the site and take a look. We give a little overview. You can put in dates, you can filter by county, and you can see some information about the callers that we interact with. Needs, they're based on our taxonomy needs. So you just have to click through, but as you work through the different needs, you can drill down to see exactly what people were calling about. It's really helpful. And the same thing with referrals. You'll get a list of the top 20 referred agencies in that time frame with that county. And there's also a little heat map. We talk about some other things that we do. We have outreach requests. We go into the community. Please, please, please add the communications email to your lists of various events that you host or that you're aware of. We will table at an event to talk to consumers that are in need. We will present at an event. We will attend an event to talk about any of our expertise or knowledge we might have. So that's always really helpful too. We want to make sure like we're interacting with consumers on a daily basis, and there's things that we know that we might be able to share at a table about a program or the need in that community. So we're always willing to step out of the contact center and go into the community for various reasons. This talks about some of our programs and special initiatives. We have the 211 service, which is our main one. Then we have utility assistance, we're the statewide homeless hotline. We have an addictions helpline, an IDA recovery line, and we also are working with health equity. So if you click into those, you'll learn a little bit more about those programs. Some of them have eligibility requirements like utility assistance. We'll talk about that for consumers. Some of them are just basic information about the program. Same thing with our initiatives. These are just different things that we take on. They might have a little bit more than just information referral. We might be asking additional questions. We might be assisting a little bit more. So these are our programs and initiatives. It's always a good thing to check these out. Service providers, once I pass it over to Dennis in a little bit, he'll come back and talk about these, but this is an area which is really helpful. If you're an agency professional, you want to make sure your agency is either updated or it's in our database. Media is a great place to go if you're looking for promotional materials. You want to hand out wallet cards, panel cards. You want to hang some posters in your guidance office or in the main vestibule. You can contact us and we'll get that stuff over to you. You can also put in a request if you want someone to come out, like I said, do a presentation or attend an event. You can reach out here. When we go back to our homepage, these are the ways that people can search for resources. I won't get too into the weeds with them because I think Dennis is going to cover them and he does a great job with that. But you can search by keyword. You can search by the guided search categories, which are hand curated on the back end by the database team. And then there's the common searches for the area whatever zip code you're in. If you scroll down to our homepage, you're going to find some news for you. These are just some things that we put out, like a quarterly newsletter. We have some tutorials for our website, for the service providers. If there's anything that comes up, a new program that comes out, if it's a seasonal thing like tax assistance, we try to put it here so people can see it on the homepage and get to it. If you scroll down, you'll find our document library, which this is something new that we've added to our site, which shows all the kinds of applications, brochures, posters, things like that people can download, agencies can download to hang up, distribute. If someone is looking for something to do with their utility assistance, a lot of times it could be that they need to include a cooling benefit certification from their doctor, and people have a hard time finding it on other sites. So we've put it in a document library so that the CRS can easily direct people to the document library to access it. They can view it, they can download it, they can share it with someone else. We are moving forward having a lot of documents in different languages. So you'll see we have a lot of our generic 211 posters, which just talk about our ways to contact us and our services, but we're putting them in there in various languages. One other thing I tell everybody to do is subscribe to our newsletter. We put information about 211 in there, anything that's new that's coming up, any services that are coming up seasonally, back to school information, ways to contact us. It's always just a good thing to kind of stay in the news with. One additional thing I want to share is that when you do go to these special pages or you do go to a resource, you can share the page via email or text. So if you do, if you are an advocate for someone, you're a social worker, you're looking up resources, you want to share this page so that someone knows how to get to that document, you can just click on the little text. You can put your name, their phone number, and what little message you want to add, and the person will get a text with this page so that they can access it. Same thing with email. So it's great if you are looking to save it for yourself or you want to send it to someone else, you can do that. Like I said, I suggest if you have some time walking through our site, kind of learning about us a little bit more and walking through some of the searches and things like that. That's always good. I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to have my colleague Dennis take over. He's going to talk about this various searches we have and then also the service provider portal, which he'll show you how to get into it, how to update, and then we will take on some questions after.
There we go.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Dennis Lopez. I'm the database manager here at NJ211. So today I'm going to go over two elements on our new website. One is the website search features, which not only simplifies the process of the information retrieval, but also enhances user engagement by providing quick and relevant results. The other part is the provider portal, which is the essential resource for service providers, offering them a more streamlined and efficient way to manage information and communicate with NJ211. So we'll start off with the search features. So our search tools, they're essential for both users seeking assistance and for our partner agencies providing vital services. These features, the features, they support searches using specific terms related to the user needs, as well as searching for agency names for those that know the provider and want to know what services they're offering. The other part of the search tool is the guided search categories that we have. As my colleague Dana mentioned, so they are curated on the back end. And these categories basically makes it easier to navigate through various groups of needs that users may have. Now, during our session, basically there's the search tools, the search box. So the search box is, as I mentioned before, you can search by terms, need-based terms. It could be anything from like food pantries, community shelters, low-income housing. You could also search using synonyms as well. Mobile mobile food pantries or food sources, or directly by agency names. Now, anyone, we'll start off with the food services. So anyone looking for like food assistance, I mentioned before, you could type food pantries, and as soon as you start typing it, the website will provide suggestions. Um, First will be food pantries, and it goes down the list of what other food related terms you may be seeking. If you're looking for like SNAP, you could just type the word SNAP and it'll appear right there. For soup kitchens, as soon as you type soup, these term soup kitchens will pop up. Now you could also use synonyms, basically other I guess terms that you can use that are related to the needs. Something like I'm hungry. As soon as you stop typing I am hungry, and then they'll provide suggestions what you might be referring to. So over here, if you're anyone that's cold, out in the cold, they'll have the extreme warming centers available. So let me just go over one of the results. So we'll start off with the food pantries and then see what we can get. So in my setting, my location is in Morristown, in Morris County. So this will provide me resources that serve Morris County in Morristown, and it goes by distance. So the first one is the Office of Temporary Assistance. So they might have something related with food pantry that they offer. It's the closest one, and it goes down the list. So these are actually located in Morristown. Um, so that's why you can see that they're basically the same distance. So there's a Table of Hope Food Pantry, which is in Spring Street, that's the program name, agency here, and a brief description of what the program is, and the address. And that's how they're all labeled here. So it'll start off with program, agency, description. So if you click on the program, it'll give you more detailed information about the services. So we already went through a description, agency, the eligibility field. So that would be who's eligible for this service. So this service is open for Morris County residents. How to receive these services. So in this case, you would have to call to register to receive a food pantry service here, and require documents, the fees. In this case, there's none. Hours. So the agency usually, when services are hours varies, the agency usually requests us to enter a call for information because it changes. And the email address. And if anyone wants to go to their website, when you click on their website, it'll go directly to their service, the website for the services. And here's more information about the location for this program. So it's located at 65 Spring Street, the languages that's offered, the area that it serves, and again, the email and the phone number, contact information. And you could just keep going. Basically, in this case, it'll provide every food pantry resource that's serves Morris County. So in this case, there's 2 pages worth. And it's good that basically all of these, that they serve the area that you're located in. So that's why it's important to put the the location of where you're at or if you're or wherever your client lives, and they'll provide resources that serve that area. Now, the other part of the search box is searching by agency name. So if anyone that knows the agency, the name of the agency, and you want to look up what services they offer, you can start typing, like in this case, it'll be at the Puerto Rican Action Board, which is located in Middlesex County. It would show up there. The ARC of, if you, Ocean County. The agencies are located here towards the bottom. Um, we have several Salvation Armies, so they'll show up here as well. If you know a specific one, the more specific you can get, the better it is for the search result. So there's Red Salvation Army and Red Bank. And once you click on the agency, you can see the services that they offer. So in this case, there's 5 services that this Salvation Army offers: a camp, food pantry, social services. And just like when you search by program, it'll provide the same information. So once you click on the program, it'll give you a brief description of what the program is, who's eligible for the services, how to apply for this. So in this case, they would have to call to request for an appointment, and require documents, fees, coverage areas, hours, contact information, and the address, of course. Now, the only thing with when you search by agency, just know that it doesn't necessarily mean that the services here serve your area. Since you're searching by agency, you're basically looking up what services that agency offers, and then you would have to go specifically to that program, and it'll let you know what areas that program serves. So in this case, it's only for Monmouth County residents. Now, the other part of the search tool is the guided search categories. So anyone that's wants to find like food assistance or looking for housing or mental health services, basically that's what comes. This is the part that's very helpful. So if you look for housing, it gives you a quick terms, where the more common terms that are related to housing. So there's rent payment assistance. Anyone looking for housing search assistance, they're all here. Utilities, income related categories, food, health, mental health services, legal assistance, substance disorder, children and families. So these are organized to basically to simplify your search process and to reduce the time that it takes to find the right help. So let's go through housing. So if you go through housing, you're looking for rent payment assistance. They're all right here. So these are all the services that offer rent payment assistance for Morris County. Looking for legal services. You get legal aid services. And again, so there's the name of the program, the agency that offers this service, quick description. If you want to know more detailed information, you would just click on it and it'll give you the required documents, fees, hours, and the location. And anyone that needs to needs to find like the nearest community health clinics, they're here as well, health services, and they're all listed here by distance. And all of these they serve, in this case, they serve Morristown residents. Now, the second part of the website that I'm going to go over is the provider portal. So the provider portal is designed uh, with our service providers in mind. It's a central platform where agencies can manage their service listings, update information in real time, and basically to connect with NJ211 more efficiently. So the provider portal, it gives the agencies more control of the information that we have on our public website. It ensures that the agencies they make sure that the information is accurate and current. So the first step for all of this is it would be to go. So this will be the main website. Go to service providers. Now, if you know that your agency is already listed or you think it's listed, you can click where it says update your 211 listing. And this is where you would request a login. So we try to keep it real simple. So it will be, you would just type down the agency name, the contact information, and once you hit submit, so it'll send that request over to us, and one of our database specialists, they'll review the request. They have to verify that whoever's requesting this login does belong to the organization. Once we verify that information, then we'll send over the login details to the person. Now, if you're not sure, or if you know that you're not listed with our agency and want to get listed, um, it will be on the same page. Only in this case, you would click on Add Your Agency. And we do include our inclusion and exclusion policy, which briefly explains what type of agencies we include in our database. For the most part, it's mainly like nonprofits, um, agencies that provide human health services. Um, so if you want to go over the document, they'll let you could read over it. And then if you believe that you do meet the inclusion policy, then you could request your agency to be added into our database. So once you make that decision, you would just add your agency's information, a quick description, the coverage area, so what area of New Jersey you service, or if you're a statewide provider, type of organization, your contact name, your contact information, and then once you submit the form, one of our database specialists will reach out to you, basically to explain what more information we need, and if you do meet the inclusion policy, then they'll send over they'll request more additional information. That way we can enter that into our database. Now, once you are in that database, then right away we'll send over the login details, and then you can manage your data on our website. Now, so it's really for service providers, it's really important that the information is up to date. A lot of our communities, they depend on the reliability and accuracy of the information that we provide. So when details about like services, hours of operation, contact information are outdated, it does directly impact the effectiveness of the assistance, and it could hinder those that are in urgent need of accessing these type of services. So as a service provider, you play a vital role in making sure that the information that we have listed is up to date. So once you have your login information, the next step would be to log in. So once you have your login and password ready, you would just click here, log in using your login information. And then just for the purposes of this demonstration, this is not a real agency, just to let everyone know. But you'll see it will be in a similar format. So you'll see your username, the agencies that you're assigned to. Uh, so it will be the agency name, the programs, and the location where this program is located in. Now the agency record, which is this one here, this contains in more internal information, for on our end. If anyone wants to like reach out to you from our database team, this is where we will keep that information. So this is not in the public. So it will be agency name, the address, mainly where your main office is located. If there's a main phone number where someone from our team can reach out to, and this will be the verifier's name. So this will be basically the person that's going to be going over the the data for your agency, and this is where you know their contact information will go here. Now, if you want to update the programs that we have that are listed under your agency, you click on update program, and let's say that you know you want to you want to update your phone number, you would just enter it here. You could change the description, the program email. Let's just say the email changed, so there's a new email. It's all you could do this on the go basically. So eligibility, fees. You will go over the information, make sure it's accurate. Hours of operation. So let's say it's now Monday through Thursday. You could change that right away. And once you review the information for your program and and you made sure that everything's up to date and current, you can submit the form. And so I'll let you know that none basically all of this, any changes are not it does not reflect on the website right away. Someone from our team does have to review to make sure that there are no mistakes entered. Um, if there's something that seems off in one of your submissions, someone from the database team will reach out to you just to double check to make sure that everything was okay, and that it is correct. The information that you did enter. So that's why the notice here is basically so usually within 3 business days, the information should be updated on the website. If there are no issues. Now, if you want to same process with the location, update this location. Let's just say you want to change the name of the site. If you have any accessibility features, the address. If you want to change the address of the program, same thing. Submit. So it is important that our service providers do check these services at least once a year. Um, you know, that way ensures that our consumers and the users for our website they have the accurate information. So it is important that you pay close attention to accuracy in these fields. And if there needs to be like a quick change, let's just say that something's wrong with the building and they have to close down for 1 week, uh, it, you could just quickly log in, go to the program, And within the description, within the description, you could just mention that the office is closed for the week of April, April 1st. And then so again, once you submit the form, this information gets relayed to our team, and then we could quickly make those adjustments on the back end, and then it'll be updated on the website. So by using the provider portal to enter prompt updates and for services to update the services. So if you do need to add new programs at this time, you could just email database@nj211.org. Quickly mention your agency name, what the new program is, and then our team will follow up with the necessary required questions that required information that we need in order to get that listed right away. So if you have any questions, we'll try to answer them towards the end of the presentation. Thank you.
Hi, this is Debbie Duncan. I want to thank you both for this interesting presentation. And as I mentioned in the chat, you will be receiving a recording, and some of the there weren't that many slides, but it certainly looks like we all need to go to the website and play around with it a little bit, look people up, and then also check and see, if your organization is in there. I have asked people to put questions in the Q&A section at the bottom of your screen. I don't have any at the moment, and I know this is a lot of information to take in at once. One of the things that I thought I would ask you to do is just, again, kind of define what your inclusion criteria are for organizations, so that people know what you're looking for and what will what you want to have included in the system. So you're both muted.
Yes,
So, yeah,
yes.
okay.
Yes, so let me quickly share our inclusion policy. So this is the inclusion and exclusion policy that we have. So this will quickly briefly let you know what type of agencies we include in our database and which ones we don't. So as I mentioned before, basically the services, agencies that provide human health services that are located in New Jersey or serve New Jersey residents. We would include those service providers in our database. If you're a nonprofit in New Jersey or not necessarily New Jersey, but anywhere in the United States, if you're a nonprofit, as long as you serve New Jersey residents, then we would include you in our database. Government agency or government offices that provide human health services, support groups, anything that's available to the general public. We also include hospitals as well. So for the most part is anything that that provides low cost services or free services, or goes on a sliding scale, something that's beneficial for those that are in need for New Jersey residents. You will practically meet the inclusion policy. Now, agencies that we don't include in our database are those that don't provide human health services. Like, I mean, I've seen, like mortgage lenders trying to add themselves into our database. So we wouldn't include those. Anyone that discriminates against race, color, religion, or violates federal, state, local laws. We also don't list private practitioners as well. And any like temporary services, something that's available for like 1 day. We normally don't include those in our database. And just like anything else, if you strongly believe that that you should be included, you could just send in the request to us. We'll go over more into details of, if you do meet the inclusion policy, and if you don't, we do provide reasons why we don't meet the inclusion policy. And if you feel like appealing, you could always appeal with our organization. Then we'll review it again, and then we'll see if we could make exceptions. Because sometimes we do make exceptions. Like as I mentioned before, we normally just list nonprofits, but if there is a for-profit agency that provides a critical service, a need for that area, and it goes on a sliding scale, or it's low cost or free, then yes, we would make the exception and include that in our database. So if if anyone that wants to review the inclusion policy, it is on our website in the agency provider page, and you would click on the document, inclusion and exclusion policy document.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you for going over that, because as I said, we help all New Jersey charitable organizations. We have a really nice calendar of events. Kathy does a wonderful job of maintaining it. There are all sorts of things, not just our own trainings, but also other organizations that provide technical assistance and education for nonprofits, as well as some of the some nonprofits themselves who are offering professional development type of workshops. We don't list any fundraisers because we would be totally overwhelmed, but we do anything that has to do with preparing people in the nonprofit sector for their work environment, for personal development, for professional development. We like to have those to include. Some of our upcoming events, for example, on May 7th, we have a webinar, Navigating the Future of Work. This is about recruitment, retention, and successful HR strategies. The world of work is changing. The environments are changing since COVID. And so part of what we want to do is keep up with what are considerations, what are services, what are environments that are going to be the healthiest and the best for nonprofit organizations. We have another one coming up, and I apologize, I don't have a title yet. The Nonprofit Professionals of Color Collective is going to do a webinar on May 15th on the how to have more mobility, upward mobility for people of color in executive positions. So that promises to be very interesting. On August 13th, we have a joint policy forum. This is going to be our first time we've done this with the Council of New Jersey Grant Makers and the Center. And we're going to be looking at the policies, how things are done, what the impact can be, and what we want the philanthropic community, how it can grow and be more productive. And finally, mark your calendars. On December 4th is our next annual New Jersey Nonprofit Conference. We'd love to see you there. It will again be in Somerset at the Palace of Somerset Park. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting that. And we look forward to seeing you there. We are working on getting some really good workshops, and we already have our speaker picked, Ria Wong, and we're really feeling excited about the opportunities that are going to be here. As I mentioned earlier, the center is a membership organization. And I mentioned we have our Member Monday meetings, the nonprofit help desk, extra support. We have recorded webinar libraries like this webinar that are available free to members at a very modest fee for non-members. And then we have our job posting page, which is also free to members. It's $95 for non-members, which is still a pretty good deal. So if you're not a member, we have an opportunity today to save 10% on your dues if you want to join, which we would love to have you do and join your community of nonprofit organizations. You can go to our membership portal on our website and use the discount code HORSE New Jersey. It may seem like a funny discount code, but one thing we always do is we include things that have to do with New Jersey. In New Jersey, the horse is the New Jersey state animal. So this year it's horse NJ, all one word, and that will give you your 10% discount. We'll run this offer for you until May 25th and encourage you to you can contact me or Kathy or just email center at, which we monitor all the time, and let us know if you have questions or needs. And finally, again, I want to thank NJ211 and all of the wonderful service that you have been providing all these years to New Jersey, and we want more people taking advantage of it and benefiting from it. So that's why we're doing this webinar today. I've got the contact information here for Dana. She is the communications manager, and you can contact her at any time. Obviously, you can dial 211 or go on the website if you're looking for assistance or to check to see if your agency is properly listed. Again, I'm going to emphasize 211 is 24/7, 365. And they do have multilingual services. So people should not hesitate to call at all. Well, thank you all. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I got a question here from Asluka Bart. Do our agencies only refer these clients or assist them further to get the help needed? Asluka, can you unmute, because I'm not, you may want to expand on that a little bit. Are you there when you just posted this? I think, Dana, you might want to address this. It's just, do we just refer clients or assist them further to get the help needed? I think the answer to that would be, certainly refer to 211, but whatever you're prepared to provide, you want to provide those services. Dana, what do you think?
Sure. So NJ211 is an information referral service. So whether you're looking for help with your clients or someone is looking for help for themselves, I would say you can either go to the website that you can search those resources, or you can contact us via text, chat, email, or actually calling 211. We don't provide direct services typically, and we don't provide case management. So it would be that you could either work with your client to find those resources, or you can suggest or encourage them to contact us and we can give them those resources. The things that Dennis shared, like those records with all that information, that is the same database that our internal staff use when someone calls in. So they would get that information. If someone called for a food pantry need, if you were a utility assistance agency and someone said, oh, I'm having trouble with food too, but that's not something you assist with, you could say, well, why don't you give 211 a call or text them? They would get in contact with us 24/7, 365 with a live person. They would walk them through their situation, obtain their, zip code, see what resources were available, and then let them know, okay, the ABC food pantry is available on Tuesdays and Thursdays at this time. Here's the contact information. Here's, the address, and you need to bring your license with you for proof of address. So it's then the client's responsibility to take that the next step further, to visit that agency or reach out to that agency. But we don't provide direct services typically, and we don't have case management. So most agencies are either referring their clients to us to look for more resources or assisting them by searching on the website or calling on their behalf. We have that happen sometimes too.
Okay, great. I think, yes, we all, we know people need assistance, and it always helps to follow up at least to see if people got what they needed. Lots of times if you refer somebody and say, oh, take this action, they may or may not have the confidence to do that. So certainly, keeping in touch with your clients and helping them along in any way possible is always a good idea. But 211 will give you a wide spectrum of resources that are available that they can work with. Thank you all very much, Dana and Dennis. Really appreciate sharing this information, and I want to encourage everybody here, you can reach out to 211, as they have said, and let them know if you have a problem, if you have a particular interest, if you think something is missing and needs to be included. Please do let them know. They are here to serve, and they really appreciate having people offer suggestions and resources that they can expand the services that they're providing. So thank you very much for being here. Thank you, Dana and Dennis. And this will be recorded, and you will be getting a copy of the slides, but most of it is on the website. So we'll be sending that to you in a couple of days, and that way you can look back and do a little practicing. And please feel free to share this with your colleagues. This will be available to the public on our YouTube site, so you can refer anybody to it to learn more about NJ211. Thank you very much.